Hi everyone, myself ARINDAM and I am a legal intern at LEXIS and Company, and today we'll be discussing on a different topic, of course related to the law and is also related to media and entertainment industry. Yes, we are talking about the Advertising Standards Council of India. So, we all know about advertisements, right? We have all watched it in TVs, in YouTube, in all of the social media platforms where we generally go, we watch ads. So, let's discuss about the council that deals with the laws of this particular advertising or advertisements. So, it is the Advertising Standards Council of India. So, let's first have an introduction, and then we'll talk about the role of the Advertising Standards Council of India, the ASCI. Then we'll talk about the ASCI code, the self-regulations of advertising. Then we'll talk about the laws, the statutory regulations of advertising, and then we'll talk about laws governing media, laws protecting society and consumer, industry-specific laws. We'll talk about all of this. So let's get started. At present in India, there is no central statutory agency or uniform legislation regulating the advertising industry. The Indian advertising market as a whole is regulated and controlled by a non-statutory body, the Advertising Standards Council of India, ASCI. In the absence of a uniform integrated legislation, it is necessary for advertisers to ensure that an advertisement is in compliance with all the local and national advertisement laws. Role of Advertising Standard Council of India. ASCI is a voluntary self-regulatory council established in 1985 to promote responsible advertising and to enhance public confidence in advertisements. The council's objectives are to ensure the truthfulness and honesty of representation and claims made by advertisements, to ensure that advertisements are not offensive to generally accepted standards of public decency, to safeguard against the indiscriminate use of advertising for the promotion of products regarded as hazardous to society or to individuals, to ensure that advertisements observes fairness in competition so as to inform the consumer on choices in the marketplace while observing the canons of generally accepted competition or competitive behavior in business. ASCI consists of Board of Governors and a Consumer Complaint Council. The Board of Governors comprises four members for which each of four sections connected with the advertising strategy or industry: advertisers, advertising agencies, media, the owner of press, television, radio, etc., and the related sectors, the outdoor agencies, PR, market researchers, ad producers, business schools. So these are the related sectors. Now we'll talk about the ASCI code, self-regulations of advertising. So to regulate advertising or advertisement in India, ASCI has adopted a code for self-regulations in advertising, the ASCI code, which applies to all involved in the commissioning, creation, placement, the publishing of advertisement. This ASCI code applies to advertisements read, heard or viewed in India, even if they originate or are published abroad, so long as they direct to consumers in India or are exposed to a significant number of consumers in India. Though non-statutory, the ASCI code is recognized under various Indian laws in addition to being adopted by advertising industry bodies. Notably, the ASCI code provides that it is not in competition with any laws, its rules or the machinery through which they are enforced. Thus, the ASCI code is designed only to complement legal controls under such laws and not to usurp or replace them. Laws, statutory regulations of advertising. Complementing the ASCI code are Indian laws governing specific media, specific population and specific goods and services. The most significant of these laws are listed here with. I'll talk about the particular acts and we'll discuss in later videos on these particular acts in deep. So it is the laws governing media. So it is the first is the Press Council Act 1978. The second is the Cable Television Network Rules 1994. The third is the Code for Commercial Advertising on Doordarshan and All India Radio. The fourth is the Electronic Media Monitoring Center, the EMMC. The fifth is the Norms for Journalist Conduct issued by the Press Council of India. The sixth is the Code of Conduct of the News Broadcasters Association. So this is all about the laws governing media. Now laws protecting society and the consumer. Emblems and names, prevention of improper use is Act 1950. Young Person Harmful Publication Act 1956. The Companies Act 1956. The Standards of Weight and Measures Act 1976. Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. Consumer Protection Act 1996, and the laws related, of course, to the intellectual property rights. Now we'll talk about some of the industry-specific laws. The Drugs and Cosmetic Acts 1940, the Transplantation of Human Organs 1994, the Drug and Magical Remedies Objectionable Advertisements Act 1954, the Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Regulations and Prevention of Misuse Act 1994, Advocates Act 1961, Infant Milk Substitutes, Feeding Bottles and Infant Foods Regulation of Production, Supply and Distribution Act 1992, Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992, the Price Cheats and Money Circulation Scheme Banning its Act 1978, Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products Prohibition of Advertisement and Regulation of Trade and Commerce Production, Supply and Distribution Act 2003, the Public Gambling Act 1867, the Lotteries Regulation Act, the Prize Competition Act, the Indian Medical Council Regulation 2002, and the Food Safety and Standards Act. So this is all about the laws, or the industry specific laws in a nutshell. So this was all about today's video and the topic of Advertising Stand Council of India. Thank you.